Hey guys, so today is, what is today? March 8th, and Thursday of this week, George St-Pierre announced to the world that he was officially retiring from mixed martial arts. Now, I want to say a year ago, 2 years ago, I forget the date now, but I'm honest, it was probably 2 years ago, he made a huge comeback after being off for about 4 years, and fought a higher weight class and beat the middleweight champion, Michael Bisping, for the belt. And that was his first fight back in 4 years. And then right after that fight, it was announced, at least temporarily mentioned, that leading up to the fight, George was having digestive problems, was having a hard time to maintain weight, having a hard time to keep food down. And in the end, they actually mentioned that he had colitis, and that he was going to be away from fighting for the next little bit. I believe that's what Dana White had said. Now, 2 years later, George hasn't fought, and he just announced that he's retiring. Now, after that fight happened, and I had heard about him supposedly having ulcerative colitis, I made a video and posted it up on YouTube talking about it, saying, George St-Pierre has colitis. And in the video I said that, he's a good fighter, he's an amazing fighter, one of the greatest welterweight probably ever. And I said back then that he probably wouldn't come back. Ulcerative colitis is it can be a very debilitating disease, especially if the symptoms are not managed very well. And I know for myself, and I mentioned it probably, I believe in the other video, that it took a huge chunk of my weight. I went from like 185 pounds to like 130 pounds in a matter of 6 months' time. Hit me hard, hit me fast, and in no time they had to remove my colon. As most of you know, 7 years later, I've had more than 7 years. What am I talking about? I had that done in 2017, so 12 years later I've had 7 surgeries. So all that to say that it doesn't surprise me that he didn't fight again. It's hard to live a normal life, never mind a fighter's life. Training and eating and the stress of fighting, getting ready for fights can be a huge thing. So all that to say that I wish George the best. He's a fellow Canadian, great fighter. And I really hope that, we haven't heard anything else about the colitis thing, so I'm almost thinking that it was accidentally said. He didn't really want to announce that to anybody. But I just can't help but think that, it's probably why he hasn't fought since. And anyways, all that to say that, most people are not the same people they were after the diagnosis, after having suffered through the symptoms, and then after having had the surgeries. It can have a very negative impact on people, but I've seen fighters with bowel disease come back and get better. So, hopefully George does recover well. He looks healthy, but looks can be deceiving. The guy does have money. hopefully he's getting the great treatment that he should be getting, and you know, he lives a long life. Anyways, hope you guys are having a great day. I certainly am. It's Friday. I'm gonna have a nice little movie night with the wife and kids, and we'll see you guys in the next one.